When Louisville hosts Virginia on Saturday, Rene Konga and Wesley Bailey will be a big part of the Cards' defensive game plan. Recently, I caught up with the two whose journey together started long before Louisville.
If you are around the Louisville football facility,
when's the last time you played pool?
The odds are good. If you see Rene Konga,
Yeah.
you'll see Wesley Bailey.
Ooh. Just a nonchalant, laid-back Canadian guy. That's all it is.
The two grew up in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. They knew of each other, had the same trainer, even played on the same football team in 2017, but that was really the extent of it.
I'm not sure. Like, we've always seen each other in passing, like kind of like known of each other from a young age, I would say, but like that's all it really was.
They didn't become friends until they went to Rutgers. Wesley was the first to become a Scarlet Knight. Rene followed shortly after.
It was the only school I visited. I knew Wesley was there. And then, at the time I was studying business. And so from that standpoint, I was like, it pretty much seems like Rutgers is the only choice that makes sense.
Yeah, whenever he came, we did everything together, with getting to the facility, eating, just trying to get him adjusted to the Rutgers football program.
You can really talk to Wesley, you know what I mean? I feel like being away from home, we had similar struggles in that sense. If I needed advice or, help about something, missing home, whatever it was, I could always, hit up Wesley when there was a problem.
If you get to know Rene, Rene's a personable guy, he can meet someone from China and become good friends with them, so I would say it's also, yes, it's good to have someone from back home to have a relationship with, but at the end of the day, we're people that you can socialize with.
Things didn't go as planned for Konga at Rutgers, so he decided to enter the transfer portal in 2024, needing a fresh start. He ultimately chose Louisville.
I had a conversation with Coach Hagan. He basically, on my visit, told me everything he needed to hear, that the starting spot at 3 technique was open, that we need a player at that position, and then me being a competitor, it's all I needed to hear for me to come here.
The following season, Bailey entered the portal, and as fate would have it, he chose Louisville.
Sort of the same thing, actually, just talking to Coach Hagan. He was very transparent. He told me what it was, He didn't beat around the bush. He told me what it was. He said, look, you got Ashton leaving this year. That DN spot is open. We're going to bring in, I think it was 2 other transfers besides me in terms of DNs. I'm going to have to fight for that spot.
Against James Madison this season, Konga and Bailey combined for a sack. Not bad for 2 kids from Canada.
It just shows them how much work we put in, how much hard work me and Wes both put into this. And also, shows you that, everything's possible.
Their journey together hasn't been planned. They promise they are not following each other, but their paths continue to cross.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just, that's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how God has it written, thankful for it. Thankful I was able to make this connection with Wesley. Thankful I was able to play football with him. So, just thank the Lord at the end of the day.
Whether it's on the field or standing around a pool table, Wesley Bailey and Rene Konga have formed an unbreakable bond.
It definitely warms the heart. So,
which is more than I can say for their ability to play pool.
Delete that clip.
The final shot there, Kent.
I just love that, how it's just fate, how just continues to go. And
evidence of the transfer portal.
I love it, and guess what? They're making plays for this defense this season.
All right, going to be fun to watch. Thank you so much, Kent.